there is a myth that only toppers get into TUM. It's not right. I was having a strong desire to get into TUM. That's obvious. Every student has it. But after my interview and when the results were out, I was like, yes, I have got it. I have achieved it. And now I want to make the most of it. It's not the university or your thinking. It's your entire portfolio and the entire profile that matters when you apply.
What's up people, welcome back to another video. Hope you all are doing good and are in good health. So guys, today's video will be full of motivation. I have with me Salil. So Salil has recently got into Technical University of Munich. So Technical University of Munich is the rank 1 university in Germany. It's the best university in Germany in terms of technical courses as well as in terms of all the courses the university offers. So it is the best university and it is the dream university for most of the candidates who wish to aspire their studies in Germany in one of the top ranked universities in Germany. So guys, before starting this video, a short request for you all. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, please subscribe to the channel. It will help motivating me in bringing you the latest upcoming videos regarding unique content related to study in Germany. It will hardly take your 3 to 4 seconds to click on the red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. So above there in the I section, I'll provide you some links regarding the complete application process for studying in Germany. The above link or the above videos that are there in the I section that has the complete list of 14 to 15 videos. If you watch that videos, the video covers everything related to studying in Germany. Also, the videos covers everything related to studying in Germany, the Uni Assist process, the Uni Assist application process, everything related to studying in Germany. So if you are new to this channel, do see all the videos that I have previously uploaded on the channel. Without delay, let's start with today's video. So do watch the video till the end.
What's up people, welcome back to another video. Hope you all are doing good and are in good health. So guys, today we have with us Salil. Salil has recently got admission into one of the best universities in Germany. I mean, the best university in Germany, that is Technical University of Munich. So in short, Technical University of Munich is the rank 1 university in Germany. And Salil is one of the candidates who has cracked the success and got admission into Technical University of Munich. So today's video will be a ton of motivation for you all, because I think a person who has got into the best university in Germany can give you that motivation and give you that points that he has achieved throughout his journey and got into the best university in Germany. So Salil, first of all, thank you. Thanks a lot for coming on the channel and giving your time. I think we should start the session now.
It's my pleasure to have to do the recording with you. Hello all, this is Salil from Mumbai. Glad to be with you all.
Salil, my first question is a brief introduction about yourself. A short introduction would be nothing. I would say a brief introduction that covers everything from your starting, from 12th till your present, like everything. It should include internships, work experience, your grades. I mean, the brief introduction should consist everything: your grades, your internship, your work experience, your projects, your paper publications. I mean, everything. So just give us a brief introduction.
Welcome all. Hello people. This is Salil Patwardhan from Mumbai, India. Basically, I am an electrical engineer by profession. My career started with 10th grade. So in SSC, I was a SSC student. I got 94.55. Then I did diploma in electrical power system. I was the topper of my college and I secured 88.3 in MSBT board, which is the Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education Mumbai. So I secured a rank of first position in my college with a percentage of 88.3. Then I graduated with a degree of Bachelor of Engineering Electrical from Father Agnel's, Mumbai, with a CG of 8.9 on a scale of 10. Later I decided to pursue my Masters of Engineering from the same college, which is ME in Power Electronics and Drives. The total outcome of the CG is 9.78 on a scale of 10. I have applied to Technical University of Munich under the program called Power Engineering for the winter semester. So talking about my ACADS, this is the portfolio up till now. Talking about internships, in my bachelor's, I did 2 internships at Pune and Nasik. And then later, once I graduated, I completed my PG. I was working in Mahindra Electric for a tenure of 3 years in Bengaluru. The internship has ended and right now I'm waiting at my hometown, waiting for the visa process, looking forward to fly to Munich.
That's a great introduction, Salil, because that kind of profile I can just imagine, because how hard you have studied throughout the journey. From 10th till your masters, I would say that is a great profile and that helped you getting into Technical University of Munich. Salil, one more thing you left out in the introduction was, have you published any papers
Yeah,
in between?
under the postgraduate degree pursued by me in University of Mumbai, we were ought to publish one paper. So my paper is being published under the conference in Chennai with the topic related to electric vehicle, that is modeling and performance analysis of battery electric vehicles. So yeah, I have published one paper.
That sounds interesting. Now, coming towards the next question, Salil, I mean, we will start with all the question series, but before that, as a candidate or as a candidate who has achieved this success, can you give some suggestions to the aspiring candidates or the candidates who wish to pursue their career in Germany, particularly for masters?
There are basically two suggestions. Like if you want to pursue your masters in Germany, the first thing you should look is for the university where you are applying. The rank of the university comes at a later part. The curriculum matters. So whatever is your area of interest, you should look at the curriculum and the university you're looking for, and then what are the job prospects in that university or outside that university after you finish your masters. And one more thing I would like to tell is you should get in touch with the alumni via LinkedIn or Facebook. This will literally help the students to get in touch with the faculty over there, and they can understand what courses are being undertaken in the university so that they can channelize themselves. So these three things, if the students who are aspiring to pursue their masters, it will definitely help them.
You have given the valid points, because I also have made one video on what things a student should consider while selecting a university, and I have mentioned the similar points that you have told. So my suggestion to all the students is like, see, one should go with the course. A better course is always better than a good university or the top ranked university, because students think that they want to pursue their career only into technical universities. They think technical universities are on a higher ranking than University of Applied Sciences. But from your thinking and my thinking, we both are right. Like, a course should be the preference, and students should also look into the course modules. See, when I was applying to Technical University of Munich for Masters in Management, I never thought like I want to study in the best university in Germany. I always looked for a particular course which suits my profile and suits my passion ahead. And also job opportunities. This is the important point, because students, they don't look beyond the course. They don't look beyond the course. They don't look about the job opportunities, what will be after 2-3 years. They don't get connected with the alumni. So these things students miss out. And yes, your thinking and my thinking, on some scale, they both match. Yeah, that's the valid point.
That's right. Like from your perspective and my perspective, one thing matters, and one thing which I have realized is course is the priority. University comes in a later stage. If you have one of the best course in applied universities rather than technical, go for applied. Don't go for technical. Just because you want to get in TU, one student should not sacrifice his curriculum. That's what I feel.
Why you chose Germany for your masters? Different countries available like USA, Canada. So why particularly Germany?
I am applying for double masters. That is, after ME, I am applying for MS. So my area of interest is electric vehicles. We all know Germany is the hub of automotive. So research oriented from electric vehicle point of view, I think Germany is the pioneer who has been in this field since long. None better than the country which was the foundation of automobile engineering, and electric vehicles is upgrading and upcoming field in Germany. That's why I basically chose Germany over Canada and USA.
I think yes, Germany, when it comes to automobile, no one can catch Germany in terms of automobile. They have the latest technology in terms of automobile. And yeah, if a candidate has this wish to pursue his career in automotive field, then I think no country is better than Germany. Germany Correct. Is the best in terms of that. How do you feel about getting admission into the best university in Germany? We have talked about the course and all, but still, you have that feeling that you got into the rank 1 university in Germany. What feeling is that? How are your relatives, your parents thinking now?
Yeah, I mean, when I was applying for Technical University of Munich, I was having a strong desire to get into TUM. That's obvious, every student has it. But after my interview and when the results were out, I was like, yes, I have got it, I have achieved it, and now I want to make the most of it. So yeah, all my relatives, parents, and me myself, I was very happy with my performance, whatever I have got. Like it came into my understanding that it's not the university or your thinking, it's your entire portfolio and the entire profile that matters when you apply. So we students, while applying, should see that we should not leave any loophole in our portfolio, because the university, if finds any loophole, there are chances that they might reject you. So that's a very hard thing to accept. So better complete everything, make everything strong, and make everything to the point and concrete. That's what I would say.
You have chosen this power engineering course in this Technical University of Munich. So
Yes.
why do you think the electrical engineering or power engineering as a subject would be in future in terms of automobiles?
Considering from electrical point of view, basically if you see the curriculum on TUM.de, that is power engineering, it's a combination of two branches, that is the mechanical and electrical. But we know Germany is a country who is in lead with the renewables, that is solar, wind and all technologies. Also it is the hub of automotive technologies. So while applying, I had a thought in back of the mind कि once I will complete my masters, either I will be going in renewables energy like renewable power plant, wind, solar, or I will be going in automotive sector, that is automobiles, electric vehicles, and all that stuff. So once you apply as an electrical engineering point of view, automotive technology, or any person who is interested to go in automotive engineering, he has a great scope in this university and in this course, I feel.
And also, as I have also worked in automotive field, I think these days, in couple of few years, the engine will be replaced with all this completely electrical battery vehicles. I think person should not go into a core field like core mechanical, core electrical.
Yes.
It should be a combination of both, right?
Yes, correct. That is the exact thing which the MSP course is offering. It's a blend of two branches. So either you can choose the complete electrical part or complete mechanical, or you can go with the flow of combination of two technologies.
Salil, what should be the ideal profile for your particular course? Profile in the sense, what amount of experience or what amount of grades a person should have if you want to apply for this particular course?
See, like I will tell you very honestly, there is a myth that only toppers get into TUM. It's not right. Like if
Right.
you have to have good grades to get the, because what happens is if you don't have good grades but you have enough of experience, you compensate somewhere. Good grades, I mean, you should not be in top 10 or top 20. If you have an average like 7.8, 10, 8 to 2 CG, it's okay. But you should be able to relate your experience in your field and your curriculum. That is the main thing. Like you're working in mechanical industry and then you're switching, you should be able to convince the professors who will be evaluating your profile why you switched. There is no obligation if you don't switch. You can. But if you fail to convince them, then you are in a fix. And profile, like you should have, I mean, if you do internship in your bachelor's, it's well and fine. If you get a job and in a year after your bachelor's and then you apply, it's fair enough. But then you should be thorough with whatever you are doing in your job, whatever you have learned in your bachelor's. Like what happens is people learn in bachelor's, they forget it. That's not the thing. You should never forget your bachelor's courses and your internships. You should be remembering at least what you have done. That's what matters when you apply to this university, because it's not only your ACAS, it's the complete profile. So yeah, it's not like toppers profile gets accepted. Many of them who have like higher CG have got rejected because they failed to impress or failed to convey what they want. But there are people like me who have a good profile and even less than me profile who have got accepted in Technical University of Munich because they succeeded in correlating their academics and their experience and why they want to come in Munich. That is the whole and soul crux to get into TUM.
You have given the right point, because most of the viewers or most of the students who are watching these videos, they have this myth in mind that only toppers can get into Technical
Yeah.
University of Munich. But I think a complete profile, a holistic profile that covers everything, your internships, your paper publications, your grades, and how you match that experience or studies with your course, that is the most important thing.
Absolutely. Like this struck my mind because it's a two-way process. You put for your profile in front of them and the university gives you the result. But if you fail, you are stuck in between. Then you have frustration ki the system is not updating, I don't have any admit, what to do. So whenever you apply, think twice how is your profile. Marks matter to a certain extent, they do, but the whole profile as such will matter a lot, not only marks.
Salil, can you tell about how is the application process? What a student have to, which documents students have to provide, and what things are considered applying to this program?
Like any other university, few documents are very necessary. So your bachelor transcripts, if you have completed the degree, your bachelor certificate. For some courses, even in Germany, GRE is required. So you should have a decent score as per the requirements. Kindly check the respective curriculum. What is the score? For my, it was not required, but even I had given, so I submitted it. TOEFL or IELTS score is required. For MSP, to be precise, the requirement of TOEFL is 95, IELTS is 7. You should draft a SOP. SOP as per the University of Munich, Technical University of Munich. It should be in one page. So you have to mention why you are coming to Germany, why we should select you, and what are your projects and internships. So that you have to cover entire thing in your one page. You need 2 LORs, and you need to submit your grades until the date you apply. So like if you are applying in next winter, so 10th, 12th, degree, certificate, and all that stuff. So the process is completely online. It's a two-way process via TUM online, and one is via UniAssist. So what happens is you go to the UniAssist portal, you create your account, you select Technische Universität München Alle Facher, Masters Alle Facher, that is Masters All SEM First Inclusive. You pay the fees and you have to submit the documents to the UniAssist for generating your VPD. So once you send the documents to the UniAssist via courier, in some days, like generally what UniAssist says is 6 to 8 weeks, but if you apply really quick, you get in 7 to 8 days. So they give you a document which is the preliminary analysis that you are allowed to study in Germany. So that VPD you have to upload while you go online on TUM online portal. So this is one way. This you have to follow two process. Either if you apply by UniAssist, it doesn't guarantee you get admitted to technical university. So you have to go on TUM online. You need to create your account. You need to fill in your details, your date of birth, whatever you have studied. You need to upload all the documents and submit it. So once your application is submitted, Munich starts to screen your documents. So there are two stages. You submit your documents to UniAssist, and the same thing you have to upload it on TUM online portal. Just go online, TUM online portal, create your account, and once you are in your account, you with your login ID and password, start filling your basic details, enter your name, date of birth, area where you're born, your a basic application, and then the portal will ask you to upload all your documents. One thing is very important. When you upload, it should be a scanned copy of original. Don't upload the notarized copies. When you send the documents to UniAssist, it should be notarized. Notary is a thing which Technical University of Munich sees to a greater extent, but online application is original scan. When you send the documents to UniAssist, it should be notarized. So once you finish the online application, Munich starts to screen. So the first stage is in MSP, if you score 75 or more, you get the call for interview. So make sure that your SOP is strong, your grades are good, you have the achievable TOEFL or IELTS score, your LORs are strong, and your overall profile is good. So once you crack 75, the university sends you a mail stating when is your interview and at what time. So basically, interview is with the professor of the.
Saril, I'll interrupt you in between.
Yeah.
As you said, students require 75 points, right?
Yes.
So in 75 points, what all things are considered? Like everything, LOR, SOP, your grades.
Yeah. So basically, your grades have some points. Your LOR, SOP has some points. There are some points to specific subjects in your bachelor's, like mathematics, electrical, mechanical, and some points are allotted to your entire profile.
And are some points allotted to IELTS score, GRE score?
Yeah, like in the application, right now I'm not remembering what is the exact point allotted to TOEFL or IELTS score, but yes, when you consider the overall application, TOEFL score is certainly given a point. Certainly.
I'll upload the link of his course in the description so that everything you can, if I miss or if Salil miss any points, you can check out the requirements down in the description. And Salil, can you share your IELTS score and GRE score?
I had given TOEFL, so my TOEFL score was 99 on a scale of 120, and my GRE was 299.
But GRE was not mandatory, still you gave.
Yeah, GRE was not mandatory. Yeah.
Right. Because it boosts up profile.
Yes.
Like, any exam or any other certification you add up and it boosts up your profile.
Yes.
So it's good.
And one more thing, this MSP is an English taught course. So in the application requirement of documents, they don't state that you should give a German proficiency as a requirement. But while uploading the documents online, there is one section of extracurricular activities till date you have done. So in that, if you include any of your Goethe certificates like A1, A2, your internships, and any other prize-winning certificates, that certainly gives you a cutting edge to get into MSP Munich.
Right. This point, this is also important because when I was also applying to technical university, I have also uploaded the extracurricular certificates or documents in that section. So also one thing that Salil has told that you have to upload all your original scanned copies in UniAssist as well as in TUM portal. Because sometimes what happens, students, they upload the notarized Xerox copies and then their application get rejected or
Yes.
it gets on hold. So these things, many students, they make this mistake. Apart from this, for uploading, that should be the scanned original copy, and for sending the documents, it should be the Xerox notarized copy.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. If you want to see any of the videos related to this topic, I have already made. You can check in the video sections, so you'll get to know about this topic. Now, Salil, coming back to our this topic, after 75 points, what happens?
So once you cross the benchmark of 75, university gives you a call stating in a mail that your interview is being scheduled. So basically interview is with a professor under MSP, any professor, and they will judge you on following points like why are you coming to Germany, why Munich, your bachelor grades, your project, your internships, and all the technical stuff. But if you ask me from my personal experience, whatever my friends have got into Munich, they were asked all this stuff. I was asked very basic questions of electrical engineering, very basic. So if you are aiming that you want to go in Munich, only focus on your projects, be thorough with your all subjects, whatever you have learned, because the professors get catch hold of you if you try to bluff them. Be very particular, be honest. Like if a professor is asking you don't know the answer, you say, sir, I don't know, but I will surely look into it. Just don't randomize the answer stating, ah, yeah, it might be like that. Then you're, because at the end, first impression is the last impression. The
Right.
professors are experienced, they are real quick, and they are very fluent, and they are very friendly basically. It's not harsh interview, it's very friendly. But a small advice from a student perspective, and you will explain them better as such, whatever you're uploading and whatever you're knowing in your CV, make sure you know them to the fullest extent. Don't miss out any loophole in that. The interview is of total 45 marks, like 45 is the total grade. So if you score 40 and above, you get the admission.
Cutthroat competition. Out of 45, one should have 40, right?
Yeah, 40.
So, guys, even if you cross that 75 barrier, it's not sure that you will get into this course.
Yes.
Interview is also
Interview
the most
is the key.
important. Yeah. Yeah, interview is the key. Even as Salil told, don't bluff. Like it happens when we are in college in Viva, we bluff some things and it gets work that time. But that things don't work here in this kind of interview. Particularly, it is for your admission that to related to masters. When we make our CV, whatever things we are putting there in our CV, we should get a thorough knowledge about that things because that will be asked in the interview, as Salil said. Also, one thing is this project, Salil, from your master's thesis that you did in India or from a bachelor's thesis, anything was asked you in the interview?
No, for my interview, they didn't ask me anything.
But it can happen. Like we should get,
It
we
can
should be
happen.
having the knowledge.
It
of
can
that.
happen. It can happen. From a student perspective, your aim should be you be true to yourself. Then leave it to the university to give the decision. Don't be assured that you will get into it. Just be assured whatever you are saying is true. Then you leave it to the department and the student council and the student section whether to give or whether to reject.
From your knowledge, I think they ask only basic questions that
Yes.
regarding our subject, and one should be thorough in his basics because if we
Yes.
miss out the basics, then there's no way that we'll get into that university.
That's obvious.
How many points you got out of this 45 in
42.
interview?
42.
And in overall, do they calculate that 75 and this 45 and combined they declare the result?
Yes, your first marks, your second marks, they take the average and then your results are.